Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Hamza Zafar and I am a master's student in Capital University of Science and Technology, Islamabad from Pakistan. And today's topic of the presentation is short-term wind power forecasting using artificial neural network. The table of content for the presentation includes introduction, then we'll discuss about the metaheuristic algorithm, then we'll discuss about the neural network structure and the proposed technique, then results and discussion, and then we will conclude at the end. So wind energy conversion systems or the wind energy systems are the fastest growing field in the renewable energy systems. But the biggest problem with the wind energy system are the highly non-linear nature of the wind energy due to the environmental and climate conditions. So due to this problem, this highly non-linear nature basically hinders the large-scale integration of the wind energy systems with the other renewable energy systems. One of the important thing is for the integration of the renewable energy system with the other the integration of the wind energy system with the other renewable energy systems are the if we do the proper power forecasting of the wind energy system, then we are capable to integrate and to work them together. So basically, power forecasting in the wind energy system is really a big challenge. So basically, in the literature, there are two models which are proposed for the prediction of the wind power. One is the statistical models. These are also called deterministic model. These models depends upon the weather conditions. So atmospheric conditions are used for the training and testing of the machine learning models or algorithms. And the second method is a physical method. This method basically works in a two steps. First step, we will predict the wind speed, and after the prediction of the wind speed, the wind power will be predicted. But this method is very costly and it's a complex design. So to overcome the drawbacks of these physical models, these statistical models are used for the wind power forecasting. Basically, these statistical models use the training data set, and then we will feed in the test data set for the prediction of the wind power. So basically, we have to overcome this wind power forecasting problem. Since we have already discussed that wind energy is one of the fastest growing technological fields, so we want to integrate our wind energy conversion system with other renewable energy systems and the sources. So first of all, the structure of the neural network basically consists of three layers. One is an input layer, other is an hidden layer, and the third is an output layer. Basically, neural network works on the basis of the learning from the experience, and it is inspired from the neurons in a brain cells. And these structures are very useful for the training and testing of the models of the data sets. So in the neural network, the basic and important things are the activation function, weights and biases, and the cost function. Activation function basically, which is mapped or which is defined in the hidden neurons. It tells us that how it maps the input from the output side, and the weights and biases are basically the factors which tells us how much impact of the input will be at the output, which these weights and biases are need to be effectively tuned and trained for the test training and the testing of the neural network. So the third thing is basically a cost function which needs to be minimized for the effective tuning of the weights and the biases. So basically the target is the minimization problem. We have to minimize the cost function so that we can effectively map the inputs to the output. So metaheuristic algorithms are used for this global minimization problem. In this, first the particles are initialized in the whole search space, then we update the position using an algorithm, and these all particles are converges to the global maxima. Basically, metaheuristic algorithms have very strong global minimum finding capability, and they have a randomness embedded in the algorithm, which basically increases the exploration and exploitation phases of the algorithm. So there are multiple types, two types of the algorithms, metaheuristic algorithm. First is a single agent based, and the other is a multi-agent. Single agent based algorithms are those algorithms which use only one particle for the global minima finding, and the multi-agent metaheuristic algorithms are those algorithms which basically have multiple particles in the search space, which they search for the global maxima or the global minima. So we use these meta-heuristic algorithms for the updation of the weights and biases in the neural network. So they will minimize the cost function and they will update the weights and biases accordingly. So the results are compared with the gradient descent and back propagation algorithms, and they perform very well as compared to the conventional techniques. So the optimization algorithm which is used in this paper is the arithmetic optimization algorithm. This is a novel algorithm which is used for the training of the neural network. So basically, the optimization algorithms consist of the two stages. One is the exploration phase, and other is the exploitation phase. In exploration phase, particle searches for the a whole search space, and they will find the global minima for the cost function, and the particle updation is done using the equation which is shown here. This is used for the updation of the particle position in an exploration phase. For the exploitation phase, we use the division and multiplication operators for the updation of weight particles. And these particles are updated in the exploitation phase. This phase is very important because in this phase, the particles basically converges to the global maxima. So it needs to be effectively tuned, and these stages are need to be effectively optimized so that the optimization algorithm can search for the best global minima. So the proposed technique basically consists of that the single layer artificial neural network is trained using the AOA algorithm. The desired output and the predicted output basically used to calculate the cost function, and it is fed to the AOA algorithm. And on the basis of the error, the AOA algorithm basically update the weights and biases of the ANN. So in this structure, one input, one hidden layer, and one output layer is used, and there are 10 neurons in the hidden layer. So AO algorithm is basically used to update the weights and biases of the ANN. The important thing which was discussed previously is the activation function. The activation function used for the hidden layer is a radial basis activation function, and the cost function which needs to be minimized by the AO algorithm is the normalized mean square error. The population size for the whole weights and biases are the 100, and the number of epochs are the iterations which are used are the 50 for the training of the neural network. So if we come to the results and discussion, then the first thing is the minimization of the cost function. So the best cost achieved by all the algorithms during the training process is shown here. As we can see that AOA-NN basically achieves less error during the training as compared to other algorithms or the techniques. So in 50 iterations, AOA-NN for the both winter and summer data basically performs well as compared to other techniques. So for the training error comparison in the tabular form, we can see that AONN achieves less training error in the winter and summer, which is 0.061 and 0.040 as compared to the other techniques, which are BMONN, GWNN, and PSONN. For the training error minimization, the AONN achieves better as compared to other techniques. But important thing which is need to mention here that all the algorithms which minimize the training error, they should also perform best for the testing error. If they don't perform best for the testing error, then this means that our algorithm is basically overfitting for the data. So for testing error comparison is also very necessary for the effective efficiency comparison of the all the proposed techniques. So AONN achieves less testing error as compared to the winter and the summer, which is 0.0172 in the winter and 0.0705 for the summer, which is very less as compared to the other techniques, which are BMONN, GWNN, and PSONN. So this means that our AONN doesn't do the overfitting, and it performs well for the training, and it also performs well for the testing. So the next is we will see the prediction accuracy of the algorithms for the winter season. For the figure A, this is the power prediction comparison for all the proposed techniques, which we can see that AONN have very close prediction curve to the actual curve, which shows that the prediction accuracy for the AONN is better as compared to other techniques. and the percentage relative error achieved by the AONN, which very less as compared to other techniques, and it is very close to zero. So this means that for the winter season, AONN performs better as compared to other techniques. For the summer season, we can see the variation in data is very high for the summer season, but still AONN achieves very close prediction and actual curve as compared to other techniques, and the relative error achieved by the AONN is still very less as compared to other techniques, and it is close to zero. So this means that for the winter season and for the highly variable summer season, AONN performs better as compared to other techniques. So this means that AONN can be used to do the wind power forecasting. This is a short-term wind power forecasting. Basically, in this, if I want to conclude the whole structure, then this shows that the AOA optimization algorithm is basically used to tune the artificial neural network, and it is compared against the PSONN, GWNN, and BMONN, and the comparison is made for the both summer and winter season. So the results achieved by ONN is 94.87% and 97.18%. Less training error in the both winter and summer season as compared to the other techniques, and the 96.42% and 83.64% less testing error as compared to the other optimization techniques. So basically, AONN performs better for both the winter and summer season, and it is effective for the implementation of the wind power forecasting in this wind energy conversion system. Thank you so much. If there is any question, then I am here.